How's it going, guys? Back again with another episode of Fun with Beers. Sorry I've been a little bit AFK lately. I've had a lot going on. I've been drinking more beers than reviewing them. So we're back at it again. We're going to hit up big boy here today. This is almost like a bottle of wine. This is the Stormwatch by Small Pony Barrel Works here in Ottawa. One of the lesser known breweries in Ottawa. I know that I wasn't even aware that it was on the map until a couple months ago. Based out in Canada. Actually, the interesting thing is that this brewery is right next to the Big Rig's main brewery as well, so they're almost like not only competing in the LCBO, but they're right next to each other physically. So it's a little bit interesting going out there. I was out in Canada, I'd say about 2 months ago, and I picked this up, and I haven't drank it since. So looking forward to cracking into this one here. So the Stormwatch is a red sour beer aged in oak barrels with ginger and lime leaves. So it's got a lot of interesting characteristics there. We got the sour element, we got the ginger, and we got the lime. So it's got like a little bit of a Thai flavor to it almost. So let's go ahead and read the back here. This is a rye malt in our red sour beer. Provided a subtle, spicy foundation on which we layered fresh ginger and lime leaves. A pleasing aroma, a tart bite, and a lingering heat round out our homage to the classic dark and stormy. So this is 750 milliliters here, coming in at 6.7%, so it is a stronger beer, and Jesus Christ, just to lift this thing you need to be strong. So we'll crack into it now. If I can even get into it, there we go. So just pour it in here. Definitely looking a bit darker. When I read the description of this, I assumed with the ginger and the lime leaves that it would be a little bit lighter. But I guess with the red rye as well, it's coming in a little bit darker. As you can see there, I'd almost describe that as kind of like a really rusty color. I want to say goldeny actually, even though it's kind of dark. Looking very carbonated as well. Lots of carbonation going on there. It looks great actually. I like that color. It's a pretty unique color. Not a lot of beers out there have that one. So we'll smell it. You can definitely smell right off the bat that it's going to be a sour beer. You get that really pungent smell to it. But also, I don't know if it's the lime leaves as opposed to just regular lime, but it has a great smell to it. It's like almost like a fermented old lime. It's really interesting. And then that ginger comes in, it's like this mellow tone right under the lime leaf. So it's got a great smell to it actually. Usually you smell a beer and it's just like a classic, okay, this is, this smells like a stout, brown, like some sort of pilsner, those classic smells, but this one is really unique obviously. So smells great, let's crack into it. It's really well balanced actually, because you think of the three elements, the sourness, the lime, and also the ginger. You think one of them would be stronger than the other. Usually the sourness is the pungent flavor straight up, and then you get kind of the two undernotes. But this is a really good trifecta. It has all three kind of working together. It's synergizing in your beer. But it's great. I really like this one actually. Go in for another taste. I'm trying to think of pinpoint a flavor to this. It's definitely got that aged flavor to it, you can tell. And it's interesting that you normally don't think of aged fruits, but with the lime leaf it definitely gives it like a smokier, like oaky wood flavor as well, which is really nice. So yeah, that's great. It almost has like this kind of botanical taste, like you'd have, lime and hints in a gin, which is really nice. So I think when it comes to the Stormwatch by Small Pony, I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna go ahead and give this one the first 5. This is a really solid one. Not only is it a unique beer, you get a kind of cool experience going out there to Canada. You get to be a little bit of a beer snob when you crack into this one. You can say, "Oh, you haven't heard of this brewery?" So you can pull one over on your friends by picking up one of these gigantic Small Pony bottles. So yeah, that's the end of this review. We're gonna give it a straight up 5. Great beer, fun experience, nice flavor. So I can definitely see this one being a good summer beer as well. And just to end off here, I'd say it's a good drinkable summer beer as well because it's not super sour. It's not very overwhelming. In the past, I've had some beers like Collective Arts, which focuses on a lot of sours because I think that we're at the point where sours are reaching critical mass and they're becoming like the new IPA, like it's the new trend in beer. And everyone's making sour beers. And it's unique because this brewery only actually makes sour beers. So it's not super overpowering, which is nice. You can have a couple of them. Summer beer, I could even have a couple of pints of something like this and it would still be good. Wouldn't overpower your palate, suck up your mouth. So yeah, perfect 5 out of 5. And hopefully I'll be making more videos on a more timely schedule for you guys. So that's Fun with Beers for this week. Have a good one, guys.